Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers.
Talk about a win-win.
Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Ouachita Valley Bank, locally owned and operated since 1902, proudly serving the Fort Cobb area with knowledgeable and friendly professionals that actually care about your financial well-being. Online banking, loans, certificate of deposit, safe deposit boxes, 24-hour telephone banking, and an ATM. For service you can trust, Ouachita Valley Bank, 405-643-2303.
Welcome back to Binger, folks. Don Tyson, Blake Perryman here with you. About set to have the boys contest tonight. If you're just joining us, Binger Oney Lady Bobcats defeated Fort Cobb tonight 47-35. Thanks for joining us. Hope you enjoy our broadcast tonight. These broadcasts are brought to you by some fine sponsors back Fort Cobb and around the area. Ouachita Valley Bank there in Fort Cobb, T-Bird's Convenience Store in Fort Cobb, Carnegie Fiber Internet Service, Carnegie, Oklahoma, Southwest Oklahoma Driving School, Anadarko, Mr. Kent Sexton, and ABC Superior Realty, Miss Shelley Dissy, for all your real estate sales needs. I'd like to thank all those fine sponsors for putting us in your homes each ball game, and sure appreciate being able to do that. Fort Cobb, Binger Oney comes into the boys contest tonight with a record of 1 win and 3 losses. They're averaging 29 points a game on offense, and they're giving up 52 points a game defensively. Mustangs, on the other hand, they come in with a record of one win and 2 losses. They won their last contest last Friday night against Chattanooga pretty handily. They've been averaging 54 points a game offensively and giving up 42 points a game.
Member FDIC.
Pretty fast-paced contest. Mustangs like to get out and run as much as they can, and they've been improving steadily. They got off kind of a slow start this season against Indiana. We had replaced 5 starters off of last year's state tournament team, so this team is kind of learning getting a feel for each other, and I thought they played pretty good against Arapahoe in the second game. They lost in triple overtime against a pretty good Arapahoe team, a state tournament team last year. And then last Friday they handled Chattanooga fairly easily. So look forward to a pretty good contest tonight, Blake. We're going to have the starting lineups here first. Fort Cobb will be introduced first. They have the road team in their road blue uniforms. And we're about set. And the Mustang starting lineup will be a junior, number 2, Jackson Willits. A sophomore, number 3, Cray Rogers. A junior, number 4, Simeon Collins. Number 20, Aiden Lewis. And a senior, number 33, Ian Taylor. The Mustangs are coached by Mr. Scott Hines. And for the Binger Oney Bobcats. And their starter will be number 1, Hunter Allen, a senior. A junior, number 4, Adrian Leal. A senior, number 13, Ethan Caldwell. A senior, number 14, Kenyon Herman. And a sophomore, number 20, Carter Taylor. Did he say 6'8" power forward?
Yeah,
what he said. Are they all 6'8"?
They were all 6'6" and above, I believe.
Yeah, it's what I thought I was hearing, something like 6'6" and 6'8".
In the girls' game, the first girl they named was 6'6", and then they named Gouchers 4'2".
Oh, okay. I couldn't quite hear all that, but kind of an interesting introduction there. Kind of reminded me of back when, about 20 years ago, the professional wrestlers come to Fort Cobb, and they had a match there in the gymnasium. It's about before you were born, probably. And they had the heights and weights listed to these wrestlers, and they had us introduce them, and it was kind of like that. They weren't anywhere near as big as what they listed them at, but anyway, I guess it made you think they were really something. It'll be Ian Taylor jumping center, and for the Mustang going left to right against Hunter Allen. And the ball is in control, and old Hunter, he got quite an early jump there, but to no avail. And the tap is controlled by the Mustangs. That's what you call quick jumping, I'd say. There's Simeon Collins straight away on the 3, no good. And a rebound by
Proud supporters
Mustangs. Come up empty. And we'll see what, there's Ian Taylor, bats it into the backcourt. Cray Rogers gets it. Bingaroni was kind of lazy going after it. Cray says thank you very much, and he lays it in for 2. I suspect we'll see a lot of those turnovers tonight. Ian Taylor's got that long reach, a long wingspan. Hard to get around him. And they like to run this trap to create those turnovers. And the Mustangs out to an early 2-0 lead just underway. Binger with their second possession. There's a shot right of the lane by Hunter Allen's no good. Collins with a rebound. Left side, Jackson Willits to Taylor, top of the key, and they call him for traveling, and he did. Kind of had that little, I watched him in warm-ups, and he did that a lot. He'd catch the ball, and he'd just make that little hop move, and something you kind of got to get out of. Mustangs in a 2-2-1 press. And the Bobcats still struggling with it in the back court. Double team. They finally get it ahead to Ethan Caldwell. He's double teamed. Gets away. Oh, he got away with a walk there, I think. 15-footer. Well, he thought he was going to shoot it. Now there's a shot along the base sideline. No good by Carter Taylor. Collins with another rebound. There's Willits, left wing 3 all alone. No good off the heel of the basket. And we're going to have a stoppage as someone's shoe came off. He ran right out of his shoe, Blake.
Maybe blew a tire there.
Yeah. And we're set to go. Mustangs with that press in the backcourt. This will wear on you after a while. There's a steal by Ian Taylor. Pass up ahead to Rogers. Layup good. Beautiful steal by Taylor, and nice pass up ahead to Rogers, and he lays it in for the easy 2, and it's Mustangs 4-0 here. 2 minutes into the contest. Quick pass up ahead to Caldwell. Underhand pass to Canyon Herman, and he can't handle that, and it'll go out of bounds. And Jace Devon will check in, and Coach Taylor Raines will take a timeout. We'll just keep it right here. So what do you think so far, Blake?
Well, they've had a couple good open looks. They're behind the arc. Simeon Collins and Willits both with a shot attempt there, and then Taylor probably would have had one had he not got called for traveling. And doing a pretty good job of creating some pressure there in the backcourt. And, you know, maybe a couple missed calls on some walks, but
still early.
It is early, and, you know, you continue this pressure, it'll get to them at some point during this game.
Have you ever played a game in this gym?
I have. I've played a few in this gym.
Does the ceiling look low to you when you're out there playing?
It is very low. I think one year, it was either 6th or 7th grade, we played here, and I tried to shoot a buzzer beater.
Taylor with a three-pointer.
I tried to shoot a buzzer beater from about 3/4
knocked the
length
ceiling
of court
tile out.
and hit the ceiling. So
it is kind of low. There's a foul on Aiden Taylor, or Aiden Lewis, I should say. He got a little aggressive trying to steal the ball away. Mustangs leading 7-0. Yeah, I've seen some three-point shots that were pretty high arcers that grazed the ceiling tiles.
I've seen some cross-court passes Great ceiling tiles.
Jackson Willits with an intercepted pass and dribbles it all the way down for the easy 2. And it's 9-0 here. Less than 3 minutes in. Mustangs still with that pressure in the backcourt. Having all sorts of time, and they finally bail them out with a foul there. You know, it does seem like Binger's taking some extra steps, and so they catch the ball, keep running. It seems like that's the first foul on Ian Taylor. And Cray Rogers hustles back, intercepts the pass. Good defense by Cray. Splits the defender, dropped the ball. Picked up by the Bobcats. Shot no good. And Aiden Lewis fouled him on the rebound. Rogers tried to split the defenders and lost his footing. And that's the third team foul on Fort Cobb.
You could argue there could be a foul there, but
yeah.
If you look at the scoreboard, I don't
think. Yeah. Long three-point attempt, no good by Carter Taylor. And Rogers is going to be, what are they going to call here? Going to call a foul on Bingeroni. Charge to Ethan Caldwell. Willits right side to Ian Taylor. Straightaway 3, good. That's 2 3-pointers by Ian Taylor. 2 for 2 from the same spot. It's 12-0. There's the Bobcats. Left-handed shot no good by Taylor. And the ball is loosened out of bounds off of Fort Cobb. This game starting off a lot like the Chattanooga game did Friday night, Blake.
It is.
There's a three-pointer by Taylor right side, no good. Aiden Lewis with the rebound. Collins will try a 3, good. Simeon Collins. He knocks in the 3, and Coach Taylor Raines has no sense saving his timeouts, so he's going to start using them. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll be back after this short break.
Cobb Mustangs. The name of the store is T-Birds. Come see Connie for our daily lunch specials. Good. We offer cold drinks, hot food, and a clean environment. Also, $1 Fountain Pop Wednesdays. See you soon. We are your premier best-in-state driving school, located in southwest Oklahoma at Fort Cobb Public School. We can provide all the services related to driving in the state of Oklahoma, such as driver's education.
Looks like, unless something drastic changes, Blake, there's going to be a lot of Mustangs get to see action tonight, as they lead it 15-0 halfway through the first period. Be interesting to see your shooting percentages here. I think they're quite high, I would guess. We'll try to get those here as soon as you get them ready. Bingeroni's had all kinds of trouble with this zone defense the Mustangs have employed. Mustangs have intercepted a lot of passes, got a lot of easy shots. Caldwell tries to kick it in the corner. Devon has it. Three-pointer by Caldwell, left wing, no good. Collins couldn't get the handle on it. Caldwell tracks it down in the corner. Ball loose. Aiden Lewis picks it up.
Mustangs last Friday started 9 for 9 from the field. Tonight they're 6 for 8 and 3 for 5 from 3.
Willet's three-pointer, that changed a little bit.
4 for 6
He
now.
canned his first try. I didn't get your prediction today, but you predict the last two games you had 3-point predictions. You were right on last week. What were you going to pick tonight?
I was going to say 10 or 11 tonight.
10 or 11. Well,
we already have 4.
That may be a little low. You were one low, I think, Friday night, weren't you? I think we had one more than you expected.
I think I said 8 and we had 12.
Okay.
So
okay. You're probably right. It's 18-0. 2:38 to play, and a turnover. Mustang shooting it awfully well. 4 out of 6 from the three-point line, he said. Rogers kicks it in the corner to Taylor, who's hit 2 trays already. Kicks it in the corner to Willits, same place as he was a while ago, and same result. 2 trays in a row for Jackson, and it's 21-0. Kind of reminds me of the OSU and TCU football game the other night.
I'll tell you.
Score just keeps ringing up. 21-0. With 2:06 to play here in opening period.
Speaking of Oklahoma State, the new college football playoff rankings came out tonight.
Oh, yeah? What are they, about 4th?
Oklahoma State is 9th, Baylor is 11th, and Oklahoma is 13th.
Simeon Collins straightaway three won't go. Lewis taps it out, but he goes right to Hunter Allen. Reverse layup by Hunter is good. Nice drive there by Hunter Allen. Gets the Bobcats on the board. Yeah, I think Cowboys are a little underrated, if you ask me, at 9.
As a Cowboy fan, I think it's a little early to say all that.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, I'm probably a little more optimistic than you are. And I'm really not an OSU fan, but I think they got a pretty good ball club. Baseball pass is knocked away. It was kind of ill-advised. He tried to throw it through the heavy traffic, and it's turned over to the Bobcats with a minute to play in the opening period. And Coach Raines is going to try to run a play here. In the corner they go. Jackson Willits covers that up. Now they get it inside, now back out. And they're going to call a travel on Hunter Allen with 41 seconds to play. And checking in will be Adrian Leal. And I believe that is number 21, Mason Severin. I know Mason. Big, tall, stout kid. Going to play the post against Aiden. There's a steal. Adrian Leal, and he's going to be fouled pretty hard by Simeon Collins. Got a little lax on the pass there, Blake, and it cost us. That'll be the first foul on Collins. And at the line will be Adrian Leal. And his free throw no good. And Lance Anderson will replace Simeon with 28 seconds. Opening period, missed them both. Willits into the front court. Over to Taylor, and he had that little bunny hop step again. They called him for traveling. You know, he does that when he warms up, and that's something you really need to practice on when you're shooting around. It's a habit you need to break right there. I think NBA, they call that a gather step, I think.
Yep.
But I think you told me that. Gather steps are traveling, I think is what it amounts to. Willett steals it. Long pass up ahead to Taylor. Layup is good by Ian. And that's 8 on the night for Ian. Good play by Jackson Willits. Half-court shot. In! Count it! Basket's good by Jace Devon. Beyond half court, off the glass and in. And it's 23-5. That got the crowd alert. After one period, the Mustangs on top 23-5. We'll be back in this 1 minute timeout.
In-house testing capabilities, permits, and drive testings for a license. The only thing that you will be required from DPS is your eye exam. We have certified instructors that use our cars to teach your students how to be the best drivers from the beginning. Come see us today for all your driving needs.
We're bringing fiber internet to Fort Cobb. Having fast internet is a must-have, whether you're working or learning from home. That's why we are building a fiber network in your community. We have wireless internet solutions too, available at Fort Cobb Lake, Crow's Roost, Alfalfa, and more. You can count on us for a fast, reliable connection to the world. We're proud to be a local provider.
Discussing in the break, Blake had a nice ice cream cone a while ago, and I noticed he only brought one up here. But he said they had 3 or 4 flavors down in the concession, so I saw someone with an orange, looked like an orange sherbet. The sad part is, on the way home, I don't know of any places to stop between here and Fort Cobb to get us some ice cream. Concession will be closed when we're done. There goes another one walking by. Just underway, second period. Bingeroni with the basketball, trailing 23-5. Three-pointer on the way, no good. Taylor with the rebound. Pushing it into the front court quickly, all the way to the rim. Layup good. Finger rolled it right over the front iron, and that's 10 for Taylor. Nobody stopped the ball, and he made him pay as he took it right to the rack. In at the break, there's a couple of substitutions for the Mustangs. We have 22 Blake Nunn and 23 Brody Devon in for Willits and Lewis. There's Taylor into Nunn to Devon. Boy, he had an open three there. Here's Taylor. They swing it around. Three-pointer on the way, but Taylor won't go. Lance Anderson high for the rebound. Hands it off to Taylor. Now in the corner to Anderson. Baseline Trey. High arcing Trey won't go. That one almost hit the ceiling tile. Caldwell. His shot won't go. Rebound high is Cray Rogers. Long pass up ahead to Taylor underneath the basket, no good. He was a little too far behind the backboard almost. Had to kind of wrench his back to get the shot off. Just a half second too far down the floor. And it's a turnover to Bingeroni. It would have been a pretty play.
It would have.
If he could have got it in the basket. Taylor runs the floor well. Got those long arms and legs. He can get up and down the floor quickly. This is what he's really good at right here, causing turnovers. He and Rogers pretty quick out there. There's a three-pointer straight away by Hunter Allen, and he drains it. And that's 5 for Hunter. Devon holding. No one open, so he'll try three off the front iron. Blake Nunn high for the rebound, but they say he went over the back. Looked to me like there was some space there. And it'll be a foul on Blake. Gets his first 15 foul on Fort Cobb. Into the front court comes Bingeroni. Going to try some sort of a different set this time. Lob it along the baseline. And there's a travel they didn't call. Back to him. Shot off the glass and good by Canyon Herman, and he's going to be fouled. Pretty good ball movement that time by the Bobcats. And the foul is charged to Brody Devon, his first. And that's the 16th foul on the Mustangs. And Canyon Herman makes a three-point play. 25-11. Mustangs led this game 21-0. Since then, it's been an 11-4 run by Bingeroni. Mustangs have gotten a little bit careless. And the ball is knocked out of bounds, but stays with, they say it went off of Nunn. And inbounding will be Jace Devon, but first we're going to have a substitution. Severin's going to be replaced by Carter Taylor. Devon got his hand on it, kind of spoiled that play. They were going to have a three-point shot along the baseline. And there's a travel on Hunter Allen. And it's going to be turned over to Fort Cobb with 5:06 to play in the half. Mustangs have been road warriors so far this season. They've had four. It's the fourth contest. 3 of them have been on the road. So that they will be home Friday night. Cray Rogers drives to the baseline. He's going to be bumped and fouled. They will be home Friday night for homecoming, taking on the Riverside Braves Friday night. Should be an outstanding ball game. But I believe it'll be Riverside's first contest. I noticed their schedule. They kind of have an abbreviated schedule. Of course, they Ball's tapped out of bounds, so it'll be their first contest, but I know Riverside always plays a tough contest. Willits replacing Taylor. That will be Friday night at Fort Cobb. There's Ethan Caldwell underneath the basket amongst the trees, and a bunch of people swatting at it. And they said somebody caught him on the head. I don't know. That looked like me trying to shoot one in there. A bunch of people swinging at it. And free throw no good by Caldwell. I learned real quick, Blake, when I was playing basketball, to stay out of the lane.
That's about how I was.
Both free throws no good, but they get the rebound. Yeah, that lane was no place for me, I'm telling you.
I just stayed on the outside.
Yeah, I'll stand out here and get them long rebounds, boys. Ball's loose out of bounds. There was a couple of reasons why. One is I'm at height disadvantaged, and the other is I couldn't jump a lick, so, you know, I had really any open three-pointers that much, like we did in the first quarter. In the corner, Willits drives into paint. Finger rolls off the backboard and good. Nice, strong drive by Jackson Willits. Canyon Herman loses it. Rogers up ahead. Little one-handed runner on the right side. Basket good by Cray Rogers. And that's 6 for Cray on a nice move. A little one-handed runner. And it's 29-11. And they've kind of got this trap working again. The Bobcats having trouble getting any kind of an offensive flow. They get down to the baseline, kick it out. Three-pointer by Caldwell thought about the three-pointer, drives in instead. Passing around the perimeter now. Pretty good ball movement. And there's a three-pointer by Taylor. It's no good. And we're going to have a loose ball on Canyon Herman as he was pushed Aiden Lewis in the back, trying to get position for the rebound. And checking in will be Collins replacing Devon. With 2:52 to play here. Second period. Lance Anderson is going to be replaced also by Samuel Lancaster. And in for the Bobcats will be Caleb Daniel, number 24. Long three-pointer by Rogers, no good. Off the backboard. Rebounded by Daniel. And he'll try a straightaway three, no good. Lancaster high for the rebound. Oh, Samuel, he's got good springs in his legs. He can really get up. There's Rogers. Skip past to Willits. Dumps it across to Rogers. Gets around his defender, and he's going to bump him and foul. Rogers said, I'd rather have the two. But he'll inbound along the baseline. Out front is Willits. In the corner to Rogers. And now Willits on the drive. Good strong pass to Lancaster. Shot no good. And it goes out of bounds off Fort Cobb.
Just a lot of close looks this quarter, Don.
Yeah, the shooting percentage has gone down considerably, I would think, after that first quarter. But still an 18-point lead for the Mustangs. And Coach Taylor Raines will take a timeout to avoid the turnover. They had him trapped on the sideline. With 1:51 to play, it's a full timeout. We'll be back after this 60-second break.
Part of your community. Get connected to Carnegie Fiber today.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Blake and I were just discussing up here we're setting on the Binger-Oney side. There's concrete seats that we're setting on here along about the middle of the boys' game. We discovered that these seats are pretty hard, you know, and we thought maybe we could use a pillow right now, but anyway, we'll make it. Ball tapped in the backcourt, and we got Taylor back out there, and the ball is loose immediately. Rogers has it, long pass up ahead to Taylor, and he can't track it down. Tough pass there, straight over his head, and it was just a little too long, and turned back over to Binger-Oney. We'll be back in the friendly confines of the FCB Mustangs gym Friday night. We'll have a little more comfortable seating over there, Blake, I think. Cross-court pass nearly stolen by Willits. Oh, shot blocked by Taylor. Pass up ahead to Willits. He tracks it down. And he's going to be bumped and fouled as he went up for two. As Jace Devon saved the layup, but Willits will go to the line to earn them. The old-fashioned way here at the free throw line, or the hard way, I should say. That's the third foul on Devon. And Willits has 10 points so far. Make it 11 as he makes his first free throw. And it's a 19-point margin for Fort Cobb. Jackson Willits. Nice rotation, but it wouldn't go in. Skipped out. 1:06 to play in the half. Trey Rogers steals. 2-on-1 all the way. Basket no good, and he's fouled. Tell you, the Bobcats, they're not going to let you have a layup, are they, Blake?
They're making you earn it.
The foul is charged to number 20, Carter Taylor. That's his first, and Trey Rogers will be at the line for the first time for the Mustangs. He got 6 points on the night. And his free throw is good. Mustangs 2 out of 3 at the line so far. 20-point lead for Fort Cobb. And he makes them both. The good news about that we're playing in Binger. It's only a 20-minute drive home, Blake. That's the good. We're not in Chattanooga, right?
That's very true. Except we don't have a Sonic between there.
Yeah, that's true. Did you get to stop and get you a chocolate shake the other night?
I did.
Well, good for you.
No, we didn't go to Sonic. We went to Brahms.
Well, that's better. Well, I just scurried on home. 31 seconds to play. Three-pointer on the way, left wing, no good. And the ball is out of bounds off of Binger. And the Mustangs will have 24.9 seconds to muster up some offense here. Mason Severin and Ethan Caldwell check in for the Bobcats. See what the Mustangs have up their sleeve here. Willits, left wing three. Rimmed out, no good. Lancaster couldn't get the rebound. 6 seconds to go. Here come the Bobcats, 4 seconds. And Rogers pokes it away from behind with 1.5 seconds to play. So the Bobcats pretty much just going to have to catch and shoot here Not much time to make a move. In the corner. Three-pointer on the way. No good. Hit top of the backboard and bounded away. Your halftime score, Fort Cobb Broxton 32. Oney 11. And we'll turn it over to Blake Perryman for a halftime report. Blake?
All right, Mustang, you asked earlier how their second quarter shooting percentages compared to the first quarter. And
yeah.
They were 9 for 12 after the first period. They're 12 for 24 now, so 75% in the first quarter, 25% in the second quarter.
Does that mean it's 50% overall?
That does mean it's 50% overall.
All right.
5 for 13 behind the arc and 3 for 4 at the line. 8 turnovers for the Mustangs. Bobcats 4 for 18 from the field, 2 for 11 from 3, 1 for 5 from the line, and 17 turnovers, Don.
Wow. Yeah, that first quarter was brutal for them. Just the first 2 or 3 minutes, they probably had 10.
Individually for the Mustangs, Willits leads all scorers with 11. Trey Rogers has 8. Ian Taylor with 10. And Simeon Collins with 3. For the Bobcats, Hunter Allen with 5. Kenyon Herman has 3. And Jace Devon also has 3. Now, at one point, Mustangs were on pace for over 90 points this game, and now they're on pace for just over 60. So it's something how you miss a few shots and you go cold, how it can change the way the game goes, but still dominating thus far.
Oh, yeah. Well, what happens is you start off the game with intensity, and you're really, and after a while, when it's 21-0, you kind of, you don't just want to, you slow down on your concentration, your intensity. I mean, that's just
Definitely.
big.
But I believe.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll save all of our wisdom for you for the second half. You're listening to FCBMustangs.tv. Glad you're along with us, folks.
Stream like the pros with Squirtle Live. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Versatile Networks can handle all of your school or business technology and wiring needs. Expanding into a new building or office space? We would love to give you a free quote for your network wiring. Are your computers outdated? Are your servers slow? Is your network underperforming? Is your wireless network weak? Let Versatile Networks come in and assess the situation and get you back up and running the way you should be. Call Versatile Networks today at 405-217-0267 or visit versatilenetworks.com for more information.
Allegiant Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced world demands for your products and services to be presented at the moment your buyers need them. Targeted and innovative marketing creates your success. Call AMG today, your marketing partner.
Welcome back to Binger High School. Halftime here. The Mustangs lead it 32-11. Blake and I are just enjoying the day here, Blake. It's hope everyone enjoys our broadcast. We enjoy being here, bringing them to you. I'd like to thank our sponsors for sponsoring them this year. Ouachita Valley Bank in Fort Cobb, Carnegie Fiber over in Carnegie, T-Bird's Convenience Store in Fort Cobb, ABC Superior Realty, Miss Shelley Dissy, for all your real estate sales needs, and Southwest Oklahoma Driving School at Anadarko. Mr. Kent Sexton, give him a call at 580-512-6936 if you need some driving lessons. So Blake, what's your assessment so far early in the season of our teams, the girls and the boys both? Anything surprised you so far?
Well, Lady Mustangs, I'm pleasantly surprised how they've been playing. I wasn't real sure on what to expect from them before the season started, but here 4 games in now, I'm pleased with how they've played. You know, they've had a few different girls at times have big games, and here recently it's been Ginger Bear. And last Friday, Reagan Rep also had 14. Yep. I believe in the first game, Riley had 17.
Yep.
So we've had some big games from 3 or 4 different people thus far, and I would just expect that to continue. And their schedule is pretty favorable here the next, 3 weeks, 4 weeks before Christmas break. So, and then same for the Mustangs, getting a couple new guys into the lineup after graduating, a few guys that played a lot of minutes for a lot of seasons. And 1 and 2 maybe isn't as good. Well, the record certainly doesn't show how good they are.
Yeah.
But they played hard, and they played some quality opponents so far. And Friday night we'll definitely get to see again how good they really are with a tough test against Riverside. So.
Yeah, I've been impressed with Coach Rogers for the Lady Mustangs, and how it seems to me like the girls have improved so much from game 1 to game 4. It seems to me like they're getting better every game. And that's a sign of good coaching, and you can just see the girls have more confidence, and proud of the way they played. And of course the Mustangs, they've kind of got off to a slow start, but as you mentioned, they have four new starters in their starting lineup, and they'll round into form by the after Christmas. You don't want to peak in November. That's certainly, and Coach Hines always kind of brings his team along and continue to improve all year, and I would expect that certainly to be the case for Fort Cobb. They can continue to improve on their shooting. Collins, baseline tray, good. Got a good screen that time right out of the timeout from Aiden Lewis. Kind of had a set play there, and Collins drained a long 3-pointer for his 2nd of the night. And the Mustangs go back to that heavy trap here at the half line with Taylor and Rogers. Both of those guys have a lot of quickness, and they have to practically throw it to the ceiling to get it over them. And here's so when the Mustangs are really in this heavy trap, it's mainly just Bobcats trying to maintain possession of the ball, not really trying to attack anything. Shot no good by Hunter Allen. And the Mustangs into the front court. In the corner, Taylor down to Lewis on the low block. Out to Collins, one pass over to Willits in the paint, got bumped. That'll be a foul on number 13, Ethan Caldwell. Good ball movement, that's possession by the Mustangs. That may be what they talked about in the half, because they really intent on quick passes around the perimeter to get that open look. Willits, left wing 3, no good. And it will sail out of bounds. Jackson had 2 trays in the first half. It's always a good sign when he can make some of those trays. It seems like that the rest of the team kind of follows once he does that. You can remember last year in the playoffs, in that area game to go to state, he started off shooting well, and they all did. Cray Rogers with a steal all the way down. Left-handed layup's good. And that's 5 quick points for the Mustangs here to start the 3rd period. And lob pass along the baseline. Rogers intercepts the pass up ahead to Taylor. A Euro step move, and they called him for a travel. The defender kind of got up under him and really didn't have much choice but to travel on that one. It's pretty good defense by the Bobcats. I really enjoy watching Fort Cobb when they play this 1-3-1 trap. It really, I've seen it a bunch of times. There's a three-pointer straightaway good by Hunter Allen. I've seen it a bunch of times when you play a quarter and be a tight ball game, and all of a sudden Coach Hines would go to that 1-3-1 trap, and the game would change immediately. They spring it on people and get a lot of turnovers. Collins, left wing three, good. A beautiful shot that time by Simeon Collins. And that's his third tray of the night. And it's 40-14. Carter Taylor, shot no good. Rogers high for the rebound. Long pass up ahead to Willits, ahead of the pack. And he's going to be fouled on the shot by Hunter Allen. Nice pass that time by Cray Rogers. And Willits will be at the line shooting two. Jackson is 1 out of 2 from the free throw line so far tonight. Jackson likes to drive. He's a good, strong fella, got broad shoulders, and makes the first. He's good at driving the ball to the hoop. He can take the contact. Usually pays off well for him because he'll go to the line a lot. He makes them both. Gives him 13 on the night, and Coach Taylor Raines takes another timeout. And it will be a full timeout. And that's what we'll take, Blake, a full timeout. We'll be back in 6.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Ouachita Valley Bank, locally owned and operated since 1902, proudly serving the Fort Cobb area with knowledgeable and friendly professionals that actually care about your financial well-being. Online banking, loans, certificate of deposit, safe deposit boxes, 24-hour telephone banking, and an ATM. For service you can trust, Ouachita Valley Bank, 405-643-2305. Member FDIC.
Proud supporters of Fort Cobb.
42-14. Mustangs have outscored them 10-3 here to start the third period. With 5:13 to play in the ball game. And the Mustangs have their starting five still on the floor. There's a little 12-footer, no good. Nice rebound by Aiden Lewis. Collins pushes up ahead to Willits. Makes a move, kicks it in the corner to Taylor. Three-pointer on the way, good. Ian Taylor with his third tray of the night. And he's got 13. There's a steal. Taylor, 2-on-2 break. Dumps it over to Rogers. Layup good by Cray Rogers. You know, the Mustangs have only 4 players that scored tonight, which is kind of surprising, but I suspect that'll change. There's a blocking call on Aiden Lewis. Willits, Rogers, Collins, and Taylor are the 4 people that scored for the Mustangs. And Lewis is going to be replaced. That's his third foul. He's going to be replaced by Samuel Lancaster. Three-pointer by Caleb. Daniel won't go. Lancaster with a rebound. Bounce pass to Willits was intercepted. Trying to thread the needle. And there is a shot good by Canyon Herman on the other end. Taylor tries another three. Good. Ian Taylor. He is hot tonight. That's 4 trays for the young man. I've got him for 9 overall, Blake. I'm not sure if that's official. There's Taylor with a steal.
You're correct.
All the way down. Layup good by Ian Taylor. $16 points for Ian. He has done a lot of damage out on the point of that zone, I'll tell you. Tell you what, if Fort Cobb could shoot 3-pointers like this every night, they will be a hard team to beat. Eat Canyon Herman for 2. Cross court to Willits. Dumps it down low to Lancaster. Turnaround shot. Good. Samuel Lancaster. Now that was a nice move. He gathered himself, took his time. They're not going to block his shot because he can jump so well. Even though they had him double teamed, he squared up to the basket and knocked it in. That's textbook right there. 40-point lead for Fort Cobb, 56-16. That's another thing, I think a big key for Fort Cobb this season is developing Lancaster on that low block to turn into a scoring threat down low. Ball tipped away by Rogers, up ahead to Ian Taylor. Left-handed layup is good. Taylor's been the beneficiary of a lot of steals from these other guys and easy baskets. And Rogers almost had another steal. It's kind of funny. Taylor has a mirror image. In the first half, he had 2 trays and 2 field goals. The second half, same thing. And matter of fact, they're in the same order. 2:26 to play in the third. There's a drive by Jace Devon, and they're going to call him for turning it over. Back to the Mustangs. And Rogers is going to slow it down a little bit. Lobs it over to Collins. In the corner to Lancaster. Has to save it before he went out of bounds. Had to throw it back in. Pass up ahead. Layup is no good. Rogers there with the rebound. 3-on-2. Bounce pass to Taylor. Layup short. Got his own rebound. Put back good. That's working on your rebound stats right there. He's trying for that double-double, isn't he? 1:38 to play.
Don, do you have Jackson for 13 or 15?
6-10. I got him for 13.
Okay.
There's Taylor once again, all the way down. Layup good. Ian's having a field day tonight. That's 20, I think, for Taylor. And he's going to have 2 more. He steals it all the way down. Layup good for Ian Taylor. And we're going to have a stoppage and some substitutes. Ian Taylor's going to check out with those 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 16, 18, 20, 26 points. Is that right? Willits and Cray Rogers will sit down along with Taylor, and checking in will be Brody Devon, Lance Anderson, and Blake Nunn.
I've got Taylor for 26.
26, okay, that sounds right. I counted too many 2s there. 26 points. That's a pretty good night, wouldn't you say?
That's a really good night.
Minute to play here in the third. Collins picks up his dribble, now hands it over to Devon. Drives along the baseline. Out front to Anderson. Left wing 3 on the way, no good. And Devon hustles over to get the rebound, and he's going to be fouled by Adrian Leal with 41 seconds to play. And Mason Severin will check back in, replacing Jace Devon. Collins all alone, 3-pointer, no good. Gets the own rebound. Back to Devon along the baseline. He can't handle the pass. Turned over to Carter Taylor with 30 seconds to play. Taylor with it along the baseline. There's a three-pointer in the corner, no good by Ethan Caldwell. And Nunn races it up the floor over to Devon. Thought about a three. They closed out on him. Anderson now with it. 9 seconds to play. Collins checks the clock. Now they'll go 5 seconds. Bounce past to Lancaster. Turnaround 6-footer. Good. Samuel Lancaster hit the front of the rim off the backboard and in. And that's 4 points for Samuel. And after 3 periods, the Mustangs lead at 64-18. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Mustangs. The name of the store is T-Birds. Come see Connie for our daily lunch specials. Good. We offer cold drinks, hot food, and a clean environment. Also, $1 Fountain Pop Wednesdays. See you soon. We are your premier best in state driving school, located in Southwest Oklahoma at Fort Cobb Public School. We can provide all the services related to driving in the state of Oklahoma, such as driver's education, in-house testing capabilities, permits, and drive testings for a license. The only thing that you will be required from DPS is your eye exam. We have certified instructors that use our cars to teach your students how to be the best drivers from the beginning. Come see us today for all your driving needs.
We're bringing fiber internet to Fort Cobb. Having fast internet is a must-have.
As we're set to start the fourth quarter. On the floor for the Mustangs, Brody Devon, Samuel Lancaster, Blake Nunn, Lance Anderson, and Blaine Davis, number 11, checked in during the break. Mustangs just gone to a 2-1-2 zone. Excuse me. 3-pointer's no good. It's saved along the baseline out of bounds. It'll be Fort Cobb's ball. As Blake mentioned during the break, the Mustangs doubled their points in that quarter. They had 32 at the half, and they scored 32 there in the third, so pretty big output. A lot of turnovers and layups for the Mustangs. Anderson, left wing three, no good, off the back iron. Nunn with a high for the rebound, back to Anderson. Shot off the glass, no good, and the rebound Mason Severin. There's a long three-point attempt, no good. And Devon with a strong rebound. Cross-court pass to Davis. No good. Put back by Nunn is good. Blake Nunn with a good strong play for his first basket.
You know, with 66 points, you'd expect quite a few more guys to be in the column, but he's only the 6th Mustang to score.
I know. That's what I was thinking. I think that's going to change here pretty quick. Anderson with it out front. I tell you, I think these guys right here, Nunn and Devon and Lancaster and Anderson, they're gonna play a lot of minutes for the Mustangs. I think during the season they're going to help them more as the season goes on. A lot of depth for the Mustangs. That'll help them. Lancaster has it poked away. They double teamed him. And there's a travel. I tell you, old Devon and Nunn both, I don't know if they lift weights or not, but they're pretty well put together. Young men. Got good strong legs, good shoulders, forearms. They can hold their own under the basket. Nunn in the paint. Around to Devon. To Davis, all alone. Right wing three on the way. Good. Blaine Davis. How many trays is that so far, Blake?
That was the 10th.
10th, okay. They lob it down low to Severin. Lancaster on him. Turnaround shot no good. Nice rebound by Lance Anderson. The old Lance plays pretty well. He's a pretty steady ball player. Always seems to be in the right spot. Davis tries another three, same spot. This time it's off the back iron. And the Bobcats control it. And the Bobcats just passing it around. Their shot blocked by Nunn, or Devon, I should say. Lancaster comes out of there with it. Nunn drives along the right side, kicks it out to Davis. Now to Devon, over to Lance Anderson, down to Lancaster. Let's see if he can turn around. Shot is no good, rolled off. Pretty good shot, good looking shot that time. Might have rushed it just a tad. And there's a travel on Caleb Daniel. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. Had a little technical noise there. But Blake fixed it, I believe. Nunn in the paint. Over to Devon. Drives along the baseline. Got to Anderson out front. Closely guarded. Gets a screen from Davis. And the ball kicked it off his toe, I think. Went right to Binger. 4:18 to play. Long pass up ahead to Herman. Back to Leal. His shot is good. Adrian Leal with his first basket. And it's 69-20. Halfway through the fourth period. Nunn all the way through the paint. And his shot's no good, but he'll go to the line to shoot two. You got a final on the OSU basketball score tonight, Blake? I think they were playing in some tournament, aren't they, or somewhere?
Yeah, and Mohegan Sun, maybe the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I believe that's what it is. Yeah, they were quite a bit ahead earlier, I think. Free throw's good by Nunn.
I believe I saw they won. Don't quote me on this. I believe it was 80-58.
I think they play again tomorrow night, don't they, against somebody?
I think you're right.
North Carolina State, I believe.
Yeah, so Oklahoma State 80, UMass Lowell 58.
Yes, probably a pretty good step up in competition tomorrow night, I would think. There's a drive, shot off the glass, no good. By Daniel. And Nunn brings it into the front court with some good ball handling. Over to Devon. Between the legs dribble. Getting some good minutes here by these Mustang second team. Lancaster holding. Nunn kind of got in no man's land there and tried to shove it off to Anderson. And there's going to be some substitutions now as checking in will be number 14, Rylan Bitseedy. Peyton Bellamy, number 24. And Blaine Bellamy, number 5, checks in. So we got Peyton Bellamy, Blaine Bellamy, Samuel Lancaster, Brody Devon, and Rylan Bitseedy for the Mustangs. And that is Hayden Oswald for the Bobcats, and he tiptoes along the baseline, and he steps out of bounds, turned over. In for the Bobcats now, we have Victor Elizondo, Andy Ariano, Carlos Elizondo. There's a three-pointer by Bellamy, Blaine Bellamy, off the back iron, no good. And a rebound control by Hayden Oswald. And also in Mason Severin for Bobcat. There's a steal by intercepted pass by Brody Devon. 3-on-1. And they're going to call him for traveling as he kind of got hung up. Had a wide open Blaine Bellamy filling the left lane there. It would have been an easy two, but traveled instead as Lancaster is going to be replaced by number 12, and that will be Leighton Hill. The Mustangs with 2:20 to play. Oswald passes out front, now around the corner to Carlos Elizondo. Back to Oswald, dribbles in the paint, hands it off to Severin and lays it in for two. Mason Severin, the nice basket with 2 minutes to play. Devon goes right side to Hill in the corner. Devon has it, and they say he's on the sideline and out of bounds. He kind of said, this court's too small. I didn't feel like I was that far out. I know we've talked about that over in the county tournament, how much bigger a regulation size court is compared to like Binger and some of these other places. Anadarko has a full 94 feet like the NBA guys play on, and most of these high school gyms aren't near that big or wide, and so it's noticeable. You know, they talk about boys playing and girls in a county tournament. There's Bellamy with a long three-pointer. Good, Blaine Bellamy. That one almost grazed the ceiling tiles that we talked about earlier, but it was a beauty. And it's a 50-point lead for the Mustangs now as Blaine Bellamy comes in. Freshman knocks in the tray. There's Brody Smith, number 32, up ahead to Peyton Bellamy, and he loses it out of bounds. And in for the Bobcats will be Corey Baldwin, replacing Severin. And checking in for Fort Cobb will be Robert Smith, replacing Blaine Bellamy. Blaine's thinking, man, it just got hot. Coach Hines gives him a nice high five there. He said, you got in the scorebook, we'll give somebody else a chance.
So we'll let you stay perfect.
Yeah, there you go. 1 for 1 from the field. I'm thinking Blaine and saying, boy, I'd like to try that again. There's a shot along the baseline, no good. Rebounded by Carlos Elizondo. Minute to play. Bobcats running a weave out front. Lob pass over to Victor Elizondo. Carlos and Victor both have the same name. And there's Carlos, left-handed three-pointer, no good. Hustles after almost tracked it down, but Andy Ariano got it instead over to Oswald, and might have been a charge as he ran right over Peyton Bellamy, but no whistle. With 26 seconds to play. Just running out the clock here is what we're trying to do. Get in the old yellow bus and drive home. Shot no good. Rebound by Brody Smith into the front court.
Don, I believe they have the scoreboard wrong up here. It's 73-22.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. 73-22. They kind of shorted us one there, huh? Brody, no good. Peyton Bellamy picks it up. Shot no good. 1 second. Tipped back in by one of the Bobcats, I think. I guess Peyton Bellamy will get the credit for that one. And your final score, 75 for the Mustangs. And the Bobcats, boy, they get the score off of there so fast. That was just like instantaneous. That guy's ready to go home. I look up there and the scoreboard's off. 75-24, I believe what it was.
75-22.
22, okay.
Yep.
Your final score, Fort Cobb, 75-22. We'll turn it over to Blake Perryman for a post-game wrap-up. Blake?
Mustangs finished 29 for 53 from the field, 55%, Dawn.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. 11 for 25 from three, 44%. And you shoot like that, you win a lot of ball games.
Yes, sir,
I believe we
will.
said the same exact thing last week. They were 12 for 25, so
yeah.
Pretty close there.
Yeah.
6 for 8 from the line. 19 turnovers, but the way the game was, it didn't affect
Didn't matter much, did it?
too much. Bobcats 9 for 38 from the field, 3 for 19 from three, 1 for 5 from the line. They didn't shoot a single free throw in the whole second half. And 32 turnovers for the Bobcats. And hopefully Friday I'm going to find a way to keep track of points off turnovers.
Good idea.
So we'll be able to track those. Individual scoring for the Mustangs. Ian Taylor leads all scorers with 26. Jackson Willits with 13. Curry Rogers with 12. Simeon Collins 9. Samuel Lancaster with 4. Blaine Davis, Blaine Bellamy, and Blake Nunn all with 3. And Peyton Bellamy with 2 off that tip. I guess that's the only way you can give it to him.
Yeah, that's what I'd say.
Once again, same kind of deal as Friday. A lot of guys got to play some minutes and get some good quality experience.
Yep.
We'll certainly have a test Friday. Now, I was talking to a few of the guys yesterday and today, and they said Riverside's down a little bit this year, but still certainly they will put up a good contest against us. They always do.
You know they'll play hard and be real aggressive. Yep. Mm-hmm.
And anytime you play against Riverside, whether it be girls or boys, they're going to give you a test.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
they can run up and down the floor. And I remember with some of those teams with Austin Robnett, Cameron Hines, Graydon Steinmetz, they were running right next to us.
Oh, yeah, right.
And anytime we played a Class A, Class B, even Class 2A team, we just run them out of the gym.
Yeah.
And they were one of the very few teams that could run with us. And
yeah.
year in and year out, they do a really good job against us, and I'm excited for that matchup.
Yeah, me too. That'll be a good one. Looking forward to it. Great job, Blake. Thanks for all your expertise tonight. One final time, the Lady Mustangs fall to 2-2 on the season as they were defeated 47-35, and the Mustangs are now 2-2 on the season as they have defeated Bingeroni 75-22. Thanks for all our sponsors: the Southwest Oklahoma Driving School, Carnegie Fiber, Ouachita Valley Bank, T-Birds, and ABC Superior Realty, Miss Shelley Dissy. Thanks for all those folks for sponsoring our broadcast tonight and this season, and we look forward to being with you Friday night from the Fort Cobb Broxton Gymnasium as they take on the Riverside Braves at 6:30 Friday night. Hope you can join us. Thanks for being here tonight. For Kagan Dudgeon, Cade Baker, Blake Perryman, I'm Don Tyson saying good night, everybody.